All right, guys, today's video is going to be super chill. I'm going to be showing you the two new spaces that I just got. One is going to be the production and fulfillment storage, kind of a warehouse space. The other is going to be more of a retail office meeting space, some more storage. Really, it's going to do a lot of things as well. There's nothing really done in them yet, but figured this is a good chance to show it to you before I do anything and let you know what I'm thinking. First, though, I got to get some coffee. No, Starbucks is not sponsoring this video. I just happen to have a free drink with some bonus stars to use, so I'm gonna get one. But I'll leave that opportunity open for them or any other coffee shop for that matter, because how freaking cool would that be? Okay, now we can go to the new places. By the way, first we're gonna be going to the retail space, and then I'll take you to the fulfillment and production warehouse. All right, let's go. All right, here we are behind me. I'll give you much better footage here as we get going, but just wanted to show you the outside. This is sort of an actual parking spot here, but it's weird. And so I'm only going to use it for, like, I don't know, post office pickups or something, or I don't know, maybe if I'm just coming by myself. Otherwise, there is a parking lot all the way around the corner in the back, and there is one behind me too that's more of a community parking lot too. So there's plenty of parking and foot traffic. It's really hard to get a spot like this downtown area with its own parking spot, so pretty excited about that. Let's go inside. Okay, so here we are in the main entry of the retail shop. Now, I have to kind of give a little bit more information about this. This was actually a different building. It was used for like an office space and several other things as well. But I needed something that wasn't just retail. I wanted a meeting space inside the retail place. I wanted my primary office in the retail building. I wanted a place for product photography that I don't have to set up and take down every time. Same thing with video for the channel. And some extra things as well, like storage and stuff. So I wanted a place that could do all of that, which means this middle area does need some work to be redone for retail. As you can see, there's like a reception area and stuff. And I'm going to walk through and show you, kind of tell you what my plans are for each of these spaces. But I wanted to kind of give that preface first before we get going, that it is going to be a different look. It's going to be like a boutique / retail / office and meeting, and it's going to be a lot of things. So I'm excited, but there is some work for me to do in this space. So as I said, you walk in, you got a little bit of nice floor, and then you got some kind of worn out office carpet. That is all going to come out. This entire area is going to be opened up. So that shelf is going to be, or that like counter is going to be gone. All of this is going to be turned into hardwood floor. And the walls are going to be, I don't know exact color yet, but it is going to fit my black tie barn theme, obviously. So all of this to come out. These file cabinets are actually going to be removed and put over on that side where I'm going to do some checkout. Because in here, I'm going to put in some more built-in shelves and then take off the doors so there's some shelving up high as well. All of this is going to look totally different because it's all going to be painted. There's going to be more dark accents in wood. The floor is going to be different, all of that. And there'll be more room for obviously walking around too. So of course, shelving will be lining some of the walls, something in the middle. There'll be some space along here. Of course, the back area. This closet I won't need up here. In fact, I'll be using a closet on the other side. So that'll be opened up and turned into more built-in shelving. This whole open middle area is going to be retail. And then this back area is going to be a checkout. So I'm going to have a counter, packaging tables, of course, a POS system, some area for supplies to do all the packaging and orders and everything like that. And then this spare room here is also going to be overflow for packaging materials and supplies. Come back around to the front here. This big open area, I've considered opening it up to retail as well and just knocking out this middle wall, making it one like a bigger area. But until I need the space, I'm not going to do that. For now, I'm going to use it for extra overstock of supplies and packaging materials. And it's got some built-in tables and desks, so I will use that for put together other kind of packaging, maybe website orders and things like that. Just a couple extra rooms. I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. Eventually, there'll be office space for other people that are working for me, but for now, they're just going to be storage because I've got a lot of supplies to move into each spot. And for now, I just need to use the space that I can. And then once I get settled, things will get a little bit easier. If we come around this way some more, here there's just some rooms for, some more cabinets and a printer or whatever. And then a little bit of a break room area, nothing fancy. But there is a refrigerator and a sink and dishwasher even. And there is an extra entry to the back parking lot. Here we do have 2 restrooms, which is super nice. There's actually another bathroom that I'll show you here in a minute, but it is nice to have this off the hallway for other people that are in here. I don't know that it's really going to be public access bathrooms, because one thing that I haven't shown yet is they're going to be kind of blocked off. It'll make more sense in future videos how I do the layout, but this will only be really open if someone really needs it. Storage, network closet. This will probably be the photography room because I can get it quite dark in here and control the lighting. Those are blackout blinds, and so they'll completely make the room totally dark. Then I can stage different little pods and setup areas, displays to take product photography, and I can just leave all this equipment up all the time, which is awesome. And it's a really good size room too. I don't know if the camera shows that. All right, next we're coming to my office, and it's a good size office. I don't have much, like I said, I don't really have anything in here yet. I just got the keys basically, and I've done a few things is all. But nice setup. Again, it's very thematic. It fits my theme very well. So this will be main office, a couple chairs that I thought were kind of cool and rustic looking, so I wanted to leave those. In fact, some of my videos, I might have those in the background if I'm doing like physical interview videos. I thought that was a cool little touch, maybe. And then some built-in shelving for the office as well. I really like this rustic barnish look, which obviously is kind of what I'm going for. So, office does have its own bathroom. Let's see here. Yeah, so its own nice clean bathroom and a little coffee bar and sink and cabinets, all off the main office, which is really cool. And again, it is a good sized room. So I'm super excited to get set up in here and get to work. But I haven't shown you probably my favorite room so far. Well, maybe the office, I don't know. And that is this conference room and meeting space. This is super cool for several reasons. One, I do a lot of conference calls and I do a lot of virtual meetings and stuff. And not only that, but what a great place to do some videos as well. So I will be doing videos in my office. I'll do videos at the other space that we're going to go to next. And of course, with some nice, cool candle decor and business decor in the background, this would be another great place. So I imagine spending quite a bit of time in this room. I'll have a couple TVs up on the wall, maybe a projector as well. But other than that, I'm just super excited to be in here. All right, so here we are back in the main space again. And I know, I get it, it's like really, really hard to envision what this is going to look like because it is still sort of sectioned off for reception and office areas. But basically just picture all of this being open with hardwood floors, dark colors and accents. It's going to look very much like my brand. I think it's going to look really cool. Plus, I honestly think it'd be kind of a unique twist that it is going to be set up different than a normal retail or a normal boutique. It's going to feel more homey and like local business run because it's going to have the shop where also the main person, the owner, just kind of works down, the other end of the building, and there's a conference room and you could do little events here and things like that. So I think this is going to be really, really cool. Not to mention, again, the location is great. It is kind of downtown here in Liberty, off the square, and it's really hard to get prime spot here and your own parking in a standalone building. Normally you're sharing, you got a neighbor on your wall, and I don't have that. So this will be really, really fun. I'm pretty excited. It is not cheap, unfortunately, and I'll get into other videos as I get rolling with this and start staging and putting it all together. But between both locations, it is not cheap, but it is part of doing business and part of scaling and growing. I'm only upgrading really as I need to. So, I've made what I've had work, and then I just keep upgrading as I need to, as it becomes appropriate. So now I just got to find some time to get this done because my next couple weeks are pretty much screwed. So I'm going to have to really not do anything for a couple weeks, and then I'll get in here and try to hit it pretty hard. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and head to the next building. Now, the other building is more of a warehouse. It is nothing nice and fancy on the outside, but the inside's nice. And it is for production, fulfillment, storage of materials, some more recordings, really more of the fulfillment production side of the business. All right, let's go. By the way, this other location, the production fulfillment warehouse, is literally just down the street. It's like a minute away. I don't even have to get off the same street, which is pretty awesome. I have found that I prefer much more that the buildings are separate so that I'm not making and packaging and storing materials in the same place that I'm doing the retail and selling to customers for a couple reasons. Well, first of all, it can just kind of get messy, but beyond that, it also, just like when you're making a batch of candles, it overtakes the entire building. Like, you smell it so much, which makes it almost impossible for customers to shop. So I actually prefer having some separation, not to mention the production and fulfillment side of things can get noisy too. So I prefer to have those two separate, but I want them close together. And they are, which is awesome because, like I said, in about 1 minute is all it takes to get down there. So anyways, we'll be there in just a sec. All right, it might be a little echoey in here, so I'm going to try my best to make sure this audio is pretty good. But I did just say that I prefer them being separate spaces, which is true. I definitely want my production, fulfillment, packaging, storage, all that separate from a retail store. That's why a lot of your larger companies make in one location. They have production facilities and then they have a bunch of stores everywhere else. Well, I say that, but ultimately what I would really like to do at some point, if I ever got big enough, was to have almost like a campus. So like my production and fulfillment and everything is in the same area, and I've got like a flagship shop and everything's kind of in its own property, its own land. That's just so expensive. It would be really expensive to do that. And I don't know when or if that will ever happen, but that would be the long-term goal. All right, so here we are in this space. I'm going to flip you around so I can show you the space a little bit better and tell you the plans for each part of it. First and foremost, you probably see these giant garages. These are big enough to get semi backed into, which I've already done, which is awesome. And of course they are powered. And as you can see, it does have 2 garages. I don't know that I'll use this one a whole lot because this one is a straight shot from the road and they can just back in straight all the way for deliveries or pickups. But this is nice just in case. In fact, there's another little side road. And probably if I'm here for a large portion of the day, I'll probably just park there myself, like on the other side of the garage, not actually in here. But here to the left when you walk in is a little makeshift office, like a mezzanine office. I'll show you real quickly what it looks like. It's nothing fancy either. It's just a workshop office, so not much to it. As you can see, there is a bathroom there. I don't quite understand that little sink, but I'll take it. Coffee bar or something. Nice little office inside here. For now, it's probably just going to store equipment and materials and things, camera gear, whatever, but maybe eventually a shop manager or something. As you can see, I've started bringing in some supplies and materials. Oh, and you're probably noticing the couch. All right, so I'm planning on doing almost like a little lounge area here. So big screen TV up there, couch and coffee table, table of chairs, almost like a kind of middle break area. It'll help break up the space anyways. And then I also have some interest in putting up like a little basketball goal and maybe even paint a pickleball court in here because if I'm going to be here a lot, I'm going to get some exercise too. So let's keep spinning around here. It's a pretty big space, 4,000 square feet, and this is in addition to the other spaces that I have in that retail section. It means this entire space can be dedicated to production, large-scale fulfillment, and storage of raw materials. And when I say large-scale fulfillment, when I'm doing like larger wholesale, private label accounts, those kind of things, this is where that will happen because it's so much more volume. Whereas I'm doing little orders here and there, occasional website orders or in-person orders at the retail shop, that can happen over there. But everything else would happen here. As you can see, I don't have a lot put together yet, but there is going to be plenty of space for it all. And let me spin you back around. So first of all, in this section next here, where that white wall is probably going to be like a little kitchen area. So kitchen counter, sink, cabinets, island out in front for a couple of reasons. One, it wouldn't hurt to have a kitchen in here, right? A small one. 2, it also serves as another area to do some recording if I need to do some like demonstration tutorial type videos where I just want to keep it really simple and have sort of a kitchen backdrop. Around that corner is a workshop bathroom. So there is a bathroom on the inside of the office, and this side is more of a warehouse shop bathroom with a big shop sink in it. There is some storage overhead where I'll probably put packing peanuts and things. Along this wall, as of right now, is probably going to store like oils and whatever else I guess makes sense. I'm going to have a bunch of pouring tables lined here. You can see filling tank machine and everything else wax related and tank related will probably be somewhere over there in that corner. Although I'm not really sure on yet. But this will be like rows of tables here, pouring tables here. And then, if I flip around here, what I'm thinking is on the other side of these tables is going to be a couple shelves. So as candles cool, I will trim the wicks and lid them and then put them on the shelves behind. And that means that they're ready to be labeled and put in with finished products. And then from there, they would go to the finished product shelves. I've put a couple of those shelves up, but nowhere near. I barely started. I don't even know if they're going to stay there. But I'm making a little bit of progress. Like I said, I haven't had the space very long either, but I really got to get this one set up before retail because I need this space to be able to keep making products. For all of you wondering about my website, like it's been down forever, right? Well, this is why, because I'm still trying to get moved and settled into new spaces, and I can't really make a large volume of products. And I've got stuff all over the place, including my house and workshop at home. I've got things spread over like 4 locations. So it's not easy right now until I get settled. So the goal is to get settled, do this event that I got coming up in a couple of weeks, get the website back up, and try to get some momentum again before Christmas. But I'm trying to do all of that while also trying to keep content up for you guys here on the channel, working on a new website, working on a new newsletter, some other resources for you all. So a lot of lines in the water here, and I'm just trying to figure out which one I need to reel in first. This is just an emergency exit, but it does go out to this kind of like sidewalk and Natural area. There's nothing really to do there. It's just like trees and natural area. There is a concrete pad where I guess you put a grill or something if you wanted, but I don't really see me doing that here. Here's another look from the other end of the warehouse. It's very, very good condition. The outside looks like a warehouse. The inside is very nicely done. Black rafters, white insulation and walls. It looks really good. Again, it kind of fits my whole vibes. Giant industrial fans too, which when these things kick on, even at a very, very slow rotation, do such a great job of circulating air around, which is awesome. Oh, and these floors are in perfect condition. They are perfectly level. No major issues anywhere, which is a really hard thing to find in warehouses and shops as well sometimes. So very, very excited about that as well. Storage of oils and waxes, pallets of waxes and jars kind of lined up through the whole warehouse, but then shelving for finished products. After things move from the pouring tables to the shelves that are going to be here. Man, I'm spinning you around a lot. I'm getting dizzy. Behind me, somewhere in that neck of the woods, is going to be packaging. I've got one of those packing peanut fillers that hang from the ceiling or the rafters, so that'll be over the packaging station and area as well. And the next to that will be carts, so that when things get boxed up, I can put them on the cart and wheel them out to the garages for pickup. So that's kind of this place in a nutshell. I know it looks pretty bare right now, just like the other place does, but I got a lot to do, and it's going to take some time to do it. And I don't have a lot of that these days, so I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little first look tour at these two new places. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see future videos, because not only do I have a ton of videos on making candles and running a business, but if you also want to see how these two spaces develop and what they look like along the way, I'll keep you kind of posted through videos of the progress I'm making. And then of course, when they're really ready and fully operational, that's going to be super exciting. So definitely subscribe if you're not already. Appreciate all your guys' support and being here as part of this community. I love working with all of you. See you next time.